All right. So next scene, Serena is doing the devil's work with the pen and paper of hers, and Naomi Putnam comes a-calling. What is this? So I guess they get friends to visit. Super cool.
It's also perfectly encapsulates like the sort of dynamic is that like Naomi has always been this a bit more bombastic of a personality and a bit more like trying to be the constant homemaker, and that's how she that's her comfort zone, is like that like feigned hospitality.
So I was so excited to see her just because I really love the Putnams, especially when they're coupled with the Waterfords. Like, there's something about these people together in a scene that just always makes me laugh. And, I feel bad with this 10 episode season because the Putnams, we haven't seen enough of them this season at all, but goddamn do they have the best lines when they do have some screen time this season, because they are just fantastic. Like when she walks in and says what we've all been saying about Serena's jail cell, she's like, oh, it's airier than I imagined. Or when she says that Charlotte's biting and maybe it's genetic. Come on. Also, what I can't stop thinking about with Naomi is, you're right that she is that like homemaker and she's gonna put on that presentation in the same way that Serena always had her facade and how she showed herself, but it makes me think of Serena's trip to Canada and how jarring that was for her, and how this must likely be the first time Naomi's been out since probably ever in Gilead, and that's got to be jarring and weird for her too. And so I think as she marches in there and does her Naomi thing, it's kind of her coping mechanism of like, let me pretend this is normal here. Like, let's have our interactions be normal. And she finds out pretty quickly, like the second she sees the pen and paper and Serena opens her mouth, that things are not the same, and that Serena doesn't want to play this like Gilead show, and it gets very awkward and weird, and like, I don't know, I felt bad for Naomi because I feel like she is probably envious of Serena's position the same way Serena is envious of June's freedom. Like, it's that same thing of like, Naomi's stuck. She's as stuck as anyone else is in Gilead, and I feel like she at least wants her best friend back, and her best friend's like, nah, I think I'll take prison life over that. Thanks.
Can I ask you guys a question about something that I was wondering, and I'm just like, is this something I can't remember?
Mm-hmm.
They do the how are the kids chit chat, and Naomi says baby Charlotte Angela bites now, but perhaps that's genetic?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who bit somebody? What am I forgetting? Help me.
Janine bit her. Sorry.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. I'm like, I am not grasping this. I know that somebody bit somebody and I can't remember who. Oh, that's so funny.
The mother. She's even admitting that this is the genetic mother of this child. Like,
exactly. Yeah. When Naomi was reaching over Janine, when Janine was nursing, and Janine bit her.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Speaking of breast milk.
That's really funny.
I told you they had the best lines. The Putnams got
God,
the funniest lines of the season so far.
And
my God.
My God, Ever Carradine just fucking, the way she delivers that too is so just brilliant.
Yeah.
I feel like she does play the part, and I mean play the part of the non-judgmental friend. She does it well, but clearly all the judgment is like under, her thinly veiled words and stuff. Like she says, like she spots the pen on Serena's table in the paper and just chooses to ignore it. I'm like, good girl, Naomi. Thanks for that. And they don't have much time, but Naomi's got a bag full of knitted sweaters, and Serena feels comfortable saying how she wasn't sure how Gilead peeps were feeling about her, considering the fact that she sold out Fred. And Naomi assures her that, we know you did it for your child. Like, oh boy, okay. I just love it because she plays the fake mean girl so well. She just does. It like absolutely cracks me up watching this interaction.
And then she offers to adopt the baby. I'll just take your baby. And Serena's like,
yeah.
huh?
What is that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Already treating Serena like a handmaid, effectively. And saying like, well, he would still be yours if you're released. Which like the implication that she wouldn't be released and she wouldn't be exonerated is like, it must be bizarre for Serena to hear that come out of Naomi's mouth, but also like, we all know what happened. Like, Naomi would never give the baby up. That's a status symbol if ever. Like, now I have 2 children.
I know. She's like, hey, they're my friends. I'll take theirs.
Yeah. And, oh, you'll return with your own child to Gilead like a hero?
Not likely.
Not likely. You'd sold your husband down the river to be with the kid. Like, that sort of thing doesn't bode well. And also, you'd be a commanderless single woman with a child and a working uterus. This won't end well for you, Serena, and she knows it.
Literally not a thing that's going to happen. Not even close.
When she said that, I was trying to read what Serena's face was because I, like, on the first watch, I didn't know what she was thinking. And, you know, by the end of the episode, I'm like, okay, good. She knows that's crazy. Because for a second, I was like, is she having that DC delusion where she's like, oh, babies, okay. And I'm like, she's not really going to go there. Like, she knows that can't be true. So it was nice to know that she did know that for a fact. But, take that because I don't know what I was going to say about Naomi.
I don't know. I just love it because she plays the part of a great friend. And even Serena says, you've always been a great friend. And I'm like, what? No, she hasn't, Serena. You wouldn't recognize a friend anyway if it came up and bit you on the ass. But here we are.
I know, but Serena knows that everything she's saying is such bullshit because Naomi, if there's anything that we've heard Naomi to say, like, over and over again, it's how wretched and terrible Janine is. Like, she's just the worst. She really has a true hatred for all the obvious reasons of Janine. So, and Serena knows that. Like, Naomi has unloaded all of that on Serena in the past. So for then her to be like, oh, but God blessed you with this miracle, so who am I to judge? And it's like, well, you judged all the time before. And Serena knows that. So it's like, it just feels like they're giving each other these placations, but they are in totally different worlds, quite literally.
It was just such a fake conversation. It was so fake. I mean, imagine that this is your best friend, and let's just say Serena was going to go back to Gilead, and this is what she has waiting for her.
I feel like it's suffocating. I don't think she likes that feeling.
Ugh.
Especially the Guardian walking in right in the beginning, like, unexpectedly, that she looked pretty alarmed. Yeah, right? I feel like Naomi's presence was not the comfort that Naomi may have thought it was. I don't know what Naomi thought.
I don't think Naomi's presence ever is.
I don't think any of them were under any pretense either that it was going to be. I think that this was like purely a manipulation tactic to try to compel Serena that if she is acquitted, to return to Gilead.
Yeah, or if not, just hand that baby over.
Because it would work out really great for me, Serena, if I had 2 kids instead of 1.
And Naomi even says, like, that baby belongs in Gilead. And so do you. Like, after the fact. Like, it's not a matter of you and your family belong in Gilead. It's that baby first.